On a quiet Tuesday afternoon in Dallas, Michael Carter, a 55-year-old Army veteran, walked into his local bank to deposit a government-issued check. Dressed modestly in jeans and a veteran's cap, he carried the check with pride. Was part of his retirement benefits after decades of service. But when he reached the counter, the teller barely glanced at the document before smirking. "This looks fake," she said coldly. Michael politely explained it was a federal check and offered his ID, but the teller rolled her eyes. Instead of processing the transaction, she loudly accused him of trying to pass off a fraudulent check. Customers in line began whispering while Michael stood frozen, humiliated. He had fought for his country, but now he was being treated like a criminal. Michael tried again to reason with the teller. He pointed to the U.S. Treasury watermark and explained the check's origin, but the teller was determined to make a scene. "I'm calling security," she snapped, ripping the check into pieces right in front of him. Gasps filled the bank lobby. Destroying a government-issued check wasn't just insulting, it was against the law. Michael's face flushed with anger, but he didn't raise his voice. Instead, he calmly pulled out his phone and dialed a number most people wouldn't even have. While the teller mocked him under her breath, she had no idea that Michael had once served as a high-ranking logistics officer with deep connections inside Washington, D.C. His next move would turn the bank upside down in a matter of minutes. Less than 10 minutes later, the sound of heavy boots echoed through the lobby. Federal agents in suits stormed into the bank, flashing badges. The room fell silent as customers scrambled out of the way. The lead agent approached the counter, demanding to know who had destroyed the veteran's check. The teller's face went pale, realizing too late that she had crossed a line she could never walk back. Michael calmly handed over the shredded pieces as evidence, and the agent confirmed the check was authentic. The agents reminded everyone that tampering with or destroying a treasury check was a federal offense. Suddenly, the teller who had mocked a veteran stood trembling, realizing she wasn't just facing embarrassment, she was facing a criminal investigation. The bank manager rushed out, tripping over his words as he apologized profusely to Michael, but the damage was already done. Federal agents escorted the teller away for questioning, while the manager assured Michael that not only would his funds be restored, but the bank would issue a formal apology. Customers who had witnessed the scene approached Michael, thanking him for his service and expressing outrage at how he had been treated. The story quickly spread online, sparking national outrage and calls for stricter accountability in banks when handling veterans' benefits. For Michael, it wasn't about revenge, it was about respect. He had served his country with honor, and he deserved to be treated with dignity. The teller learned the hard way that dismissing and humiliating a veteran can have consequences far greater than she ever imagined.